Hi my people, how are you? Felix back at it again. I just put on my sweater, it's kind of cold. I wanted to sleep but I won't, so I'm going to jump straight to it and talk. I've just thought of money. Yes, money. We all need money. Money is like a necessity. You can't do without money. Yes. In order for me to sit in front of you, in front of this camera, with this machine being a laptop, the whole light, as you can see, it's gorgeous. Yes, I've just discovered the light, it adds on some as aesthetic. Yeah. Anyway, in order for me to be able to, this is just a typical case, like an example. In order for me to be able to even like afford this small nice apartment, I had to have money. Money is key. Therefore, you need to understand what is money. This is a very deep subject that I too, I am like a student. I've not fully reached the echelon of understanding money fully. I think billionaires are the ones who can tell us more about this. Elon Musk and them. But since I'm Felix, I decided to give my take on it because I like commenting on things, and I always have an opinion in regard to something. So why not? Money is a necessity. We all need money. But let us be honest. Not everyone has money. Some have, some don't. And that's the way it is. In some cases, it's... how can I put it? In some cases, you are in control of you having it or not having it. In some, you have no control. I would talk on this. But I would say it all goes back to you asking the universe to look your way or to come your way in regard to this. Ask God, ask Allah, whoever you believe in. God, you put me on earth. Make me survive in it. E.g. by availing money to me so that I can survive. They say money is the root of all evil, but all you hip-hop heads have heard that being broke is the root of all evil. To some extent, it's true. Money gives you a sense of identity. The society can identify you. They can title you when you have it. You fit in the norms of the society when you have it. But if you don't, you're just as useless. That's the bitter truth. You have to go to work. You have to be productive. You have to do something. You have to have value so that you can acquire money. I'm a bit tired. I am not properly articulating myself. Let us do what I usually or I've just started doing in my videos. Let us chat GPT it. Yes, why not? Okay. Hi, chat. I have a question. And I mean, I love doing this. What is money? Money is anything that people agree to use as a medium of exchange to buy goods and services. Instead of trading directly like goats for maize, barter trade, money makes exchange easier. Money has three main roles. Medium of exchange. You walk into a supermarket, give me Johnny Walker, give me KC Ginger. Where is the money? Here's the money. Here's the alcohol. Have fun. Both parties are satisfied. Medium of exchange. Store of value. It can be saved and used later. You can keep it in a bank or wallet. Most people in my country use M-Pesa. We all know this. And many banks. Unit of account. It helps measure price. A phone costs 10,000 shillings, for example. So that's what it does, basically. Medium of exchange, store of value, and unit of account. So, in other words, it's essential, to simply put it. Young people are constantly looking for money. Whether scamming, whether being creative, whether inheriting. Who knows? We are all seeking it. I would say the same way we are seeking love, but money has us in a chokehold. We are in a chokehold without it. It all circles or comes back to limiting. If you don't have money, you're limited. You see? Schools don't teach us how to make money, unfortunately. Like really how to, I'm not saying like you can go to school and learn a profession and make money, but like just from how can I say, from a direct point of view. You go to school, how do I get money? Blah 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 blah. I believe it's supposed to be that way, precise, Like even when I chat GPT it has to define it, It's not really exhaustive, Let me ask it. How do I get this money? You get money by providing value in exchange for it. One of the famous content creators, I won't mention his name because if I mention his name, he's very controversial. I might also get banned. They might believe I'm his disciple, but he said that money is a store of energy. Basically, in an employee-worker situation, the employee exchanges his or her time for money. He or she gives his or her time, being 8 hours, etc., the shifts, to the employer, and the employer eventually or subsequently gives the employee money or rewards the employee with money. Back to ChatGPT. You get money by providing value. Here are the main ways. 1. Get a job. Yes, this is very clear. Even a child knows this. Start a small business. We all know this. I'm also participating in this. FYI. Use a skill. I'm also participating in this. FYI. Everybody also is. Online opportunities. Yours truly is here. Sell things you already own. I am also part of it. I have done it. So as you, I believe. Simple truth. Money doesn't come randomly. It comes from solving someone's problem or meeting a need. You provide value in exchange for money. If you want, tell me. Yeah. No. Sorry. So this is another AI. Sorry. Oh, I just spilled some water. Damn. Oh my God. And my speaker was my bot. I love music. I can't live without music. Music, you know, I'm an introvert. The only friend that I ever had was music. So I'm still 31 and I listen to lots of music. You can call me a man child, but it's just me. Anyway, back to money. Young people, without beating about the bush, saying lots and lots of gibberish, you need to get you your money, especially young men. Get your pockets straight. Acquire a skill, attain some sort of value to be exchanged for money so that you can fend for yourself. This ability is given to us through the higher power. Only God can facilitate this. It's not solely you. You need to start believing in God. I'm sorry if you're an atheist. If you're an atheist, I don't want you to be my fan or my whatever. This page is not for you. Just leave it. Because I'm here talking to people who I believe that they have some sort of belief in their life or in their world or in their whatever, in their existence. It's a bit cold, I'm shivering, but I don't think I'll speak for long. But this is just a random idea that just popped, I figure that I should just record, Why not? I believe in regard to money, you can approach it in two ways. No, two parties are involved. You and the higher being. This is my belief. You have to add value to yourself. Be ready. Then ask the higher being to avail avenues for you to impose or pitch your value for money. Most people know how money looks like, but they don't understand money. The value of money, how to retain money, how to flip money, multiply money, how to use money, money management, how to distribute money. Those that are paid, those people that are salaried and have families. There's this thing that we were once taught by these people when I was a teller. We were doing a training in regards to finances and financial management, personal financial management. There's a thing they introduced that I learned called black tax. Let us see black tax. Black tax is a slang term used in parts of Africa. See, especially South Africa, Kenya, and nearby regions to describe the financial responsibility of supporting extended family members after you start earning money. Handouts. Giving handouts to family members. I'm going to say this in Swahili and translate it. Case scenario. Please be with me. I'm also an entertainer. So, this is a scenario. Mtoto wangu, sasa, this is a guy has received a phone call. Ni mama yako, obviously, he knows it's the mother. Oh, they'll talk. Then in between the conversation, we'll hear something like, mtoto wangu, nitumie hata blah blah blah. Send me some money, I'm down bad. You being a good son or a good daughter, you said, no harm, no foul. 2 weeks go by. Your random cousin calls you. Blah 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 blah. Hey, I have not eaten, sijakula. Your other aunt calls you the following day. Oh, my daughter is about to join school. Please help me out. Your friend needs a loan. Your chick needs a wig fixed. You need to pay your rent. You need to eat. You need new drawers or something. Your clothes are getting torn or tattered. You need to replace them. You have a certain lifestyle you need to maintain. Nobody wants to be homeless. Nobody wants not to have money. Nobody wants to go hungry. If you believe money is not important, sit down, don't do anything, and don't ask anybody for anything. Mind you, when you sit down and do what I'm trying to say like this, I don't think manna will fall from the sky, because when you do that, you won't be able to eat. And I've never seen anybody who has gone hungry, for a long period of time. Unless you are a magician or you are, I don't know. If you want to know how money is really, really impactful and important, look it from that view. I need money. That's why I'm doing this. I need money because I cannot afford a girlfriend currently. You see how it's limiting? I cannot experience life. I cannot be alive without money. That's life. I'm going to be talking a lot about this in various videos moving forward. I've recently learned a shortcut, or how can I say, a whole new avenue on how to put value, or sorry, on how to put money in your pockets, or how to add value onto you so that you can be relevant to the society. And be participatory. Is it that hard? In various economic engagements that goes on in your society. Is it participant or participatory? Excuse me. I'm a bit tired. I can't ChatGPT that. But you get the idea. I haven't had supper also, so forgive me. My brain is a bit... Excuse my yawning. You can see my yawning. Clearly, I need money. From my yawning, you can see that I really need money. I'm hungry. No pun intended. Young people, you need money. Plain and clear. There's no way around it. You need money. The moment you were born, you came out of your mother's womb, you are condemned to must have money. Basically. Unless you want to become a monk, unless you have that mental ability. You know how how the monks live, eh? Let us see. How do monks live? Monks live very simple, which is fine. Disciplined lives focused on spiritual practice, peace, and self-control. The exact lifestyle depends on the religion or tradition, but here is a clear general idea. It's elaborating. But you see, like the way they live at what they do, early waking, prayer, meditation, there's no money aspect in it. Very simple meals. Some monks eat only once or twice a day. No luxury food. Many rely on donations. They also rely on money. They must eat. So there's no escaping it. Whenever I repeat, the moment you decided to come to this earth, just know you are condemned to must have money at any given point. So in every decision that you make, before you do anything that is life-changing, e.g., marriage, kids, career, etc., be mindful of money. God, money. It's always in that order. God, money. God does not like poverty, apparently. He says that he put us on earth to experience the best. You must eat. I can't quote directly I can't cite directly from the Bible, but it's in these lines. Eat good food, I don't know, wear good clothes, etc. God is pro money. Job, the one that loved God the most, was wealthy. Solomon was wealthy. I think David, all them kings that were God's homies. Yes, they loved God. They were like God's people. They also were equally rich. So it's safe to say that God wants us to be wealthy. Now, this brings me to another also category in terms of money. There's a difference between being rich and wealthy also, I think most of us, we understand that. So it all depends on you. Do you want to be rich or do you want to be wealthy? When talking about money. In your quest to find money, what's your end goal? Do you want to be rich or do you want to be wealthy? Let us chat GPT it, sorry. Difference between rich and wealthy. People often use rich and wealthy like they mean the same thing, but there's a useful difference. They have even put a money bag icon next to rich. Being rich usually means you have high income or a lot of money coming in. You are liquid, I believe. Any accountant here understands the word liquidity. Being rich usually means you have high income or a lot of money coming in. You earn a lot of salary, business, etc. You may spend a lot too. Money flow is high. You're liquid, but not always stable long term. That's where the catch is at. Wealthy. The icon next to wealthy by ChatGPT is like a house, a mansion, Being wealthy means you have accumulated assets and long-term financial security. Being wealthy, you have, that element of uncertainty in the world. What is going to happen tomorrow? You have somehow cushioned yourself or your world or your whatever, your family, your loved ones from the bad uncertainties. So you decide, do you want to be rich or wealthy? This short man not standing, sitting in front of you in his little apartment wants to be wealthy. I'd rather wealthy. I'm into movies. Many of you have watched, I'm a millennial, many of you have watched Wolf of Wall Street. I recommend any young person to watch that movie. By Leonardo DiCaprio, one of the greatest actors to have ever done it. I love him. Pause. He's a great actor. When I watched that movie, it was released in 2013. I watched it firsthand when I was in first year campus. As much as it depicts the bad lifestyle of that Wall Street guy, but Leonardo was clearly pro having money, He understood money. You also need to, apparently or unfortunately, or however way you want to see it. Let me quote another rapper. I love him. Chief Keef. Say this. Better get your money. You better not be broke. For the sake of your mama and your significant other, baby mama, etc. It's simple, but it's deep. The tone that he used, I wish I could play it, and so that you can get it from his tone. It would hit different when you listen from his tone, You cannot go life without money. You cannot go about living and your daily life things without money, Two people are involved, I've said. God and you. It's that simple. You don't have to, I don't know, I know Bitcoin, I understand all those. It's more of an individual effort. Set the pace. Start running towards it. Like the way yours truly is trying to. Because I've lived life without money, I understand. I can never wish it even on my worst enemy. Your relatives will treat you differently when you have money and when you don't have money. If you want to understand what I'm trying to say, if you are currently employed, quit your job and go home without money and see the difference. Everybody, I believe, in Nairobi, they come from somewhere, the countryside. They have their homes. In Kenya, we call it ushago. Ancestral homes, where they come from. In those places, there are those people, let me just say, cousins, relatives, that things are not going their way, See how they are treated. Whenever you visit them from the city, they're the ones that are commanded to carry your bags, fetch you water, make sure you're comfortable. They're like your servant. They are commanded. And when you want to go back to the city, when you want to return, they carry your luggages to the boarding station, wherever you. They basically are your slaves. That's a typical example in our society in Kenya. So you choose. Do you want to be the one from the city or the one still stuck in the village? What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say if you don't have money, you're limited. And if you are limited, you're not alive. You're not living. You're not experiencing life to the full, to its optimal or to its fullest. You're like a dead man walking. Nobody wants that. Hmm? Politicians are fucking us over because of money. Your girl will leave you if you don't have money. Your kids will not respect you if you don't have money. I pray you don't get arrested, but do this case example. Try to get arrested when you don't have money and see the difference when you do if you have money. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Get your pockets right. That's all I can say. I'm trying to also. I'm not there yet, but if I was there and I knew what to do, I would have shared it to you. But I'm just bringing this like subject, or I'm trying to bring some sort of awareness to you in regards to money. Thank me later, huh? Thank me later. Yours truly, Felix, in the flesh, in his whole 5'4" embodiment. I have an eye problem. Without money, I could not have gotten these glasses so that I can see properly. You see how limiting money is? You cannot even see without money, literally. That's crazy. Imagine if you are like really in a life death situation, sick and stuff in ICU. Let me say this. I usually have deep talks with many people. I was talking to this guy, a very good friend of mine. He lives in Kampala. I keep just here in Nairobi, yeah, somewhere. We are men. We talk. I asked him once, for me to sustain my family in a typical Nairobi setup, how much do I need to earn per month? Mind you, I'm like an average person, who wants to have a family, or a girlfriend. How much do I need to have? My friend told me, my brother, just know that whenever you knock up a girl, you get her pregnant. You need like 100 G's for the whole pregnancy, or whatever. Is it called ChatGPT? Is it called maternity stuff? The whole nine. You know. That's just to give birth to the kid. What about sustaining the kid? And no, when you give birth to a kid, like, you're obliged to take care of that kid, even if that kid is an adult, As a parent, you're obliged. So you need to have money constantly, because they are forever your responsibility. So it's not a joke, it's not funny. It's something that hit me later on in life. Money retention, money management, all that. We'll be able to talk more. I believe God will give us more time, more ideas, more, insights. Money needs to be layered into various categories. Money management, money retention, money multiplication, money attraction. Because just like sex, money is also energy oriented. If you snake somebody for money, it will be retributive. You'll not enjoy that, man. Trust me, like the Muslim usually emphasize on the word haram. Blood money, haram money will not get you anywhere. You have to, the Bible says that the sweat thing, my Bible thing is a bit rusted, but it's all like, you must work to eat, like you must put in effort to enjoy that, like to get the rewards, Avoid shortcuts. Be smart, but avoid shortcuts. Don't do something that will compromise your principles or your integrity because of money. Men, I'm talking to you. Let me, this is deep. The cursor was kind of blocking my gorgeous looks. I'm just playing. But anyway, men, don't compromise your principles because of money. Also note that. There was this video in Kenya. Let me just give you a quick random reminder. Kenyans. There was this video back in the day where a Chinese guy was caning an adult, a grown man. Apparently the Chinese man was the employer to that grown man who was being caned by him. I was having this conversation I was working in an insurance company in Eldoret. So I was talking to a friend of mine called Agnes. I told her, don't judge that man. You don't know why that man decided to take that whooping. As much as you say, oh, if it was me, I would have not done the same, no. Don't judge. As much as principles are involved, I get it, but sometimes don't judge us. But it's good as a man to have principles. That's my thing. Never bend for money as a man. You're like a prostitute. Women. I know this, women are a whole different topic. I've never understood them, but I can just say this. Separate love and money, in your world, in the female world. Because sometimes the bitter truth is that money sometimes can make one compromise his or her own principles, of which eventually it will be difficult for you to live with yourself, once you do something that deep down in you, it's not you, because of money. Find the balance. You need it, yes, I need money, but I cannot do certain things because of money. Just it's plain and simple. That's what I'm trying to say. You young people in campus out there, I'm talking to you. You young lady in campus, just because that old man is giving you this cash, etc., etc., so that you can buy Chanel, you can buy Victoria's Secret, you can buy Gucci, you can buy Prada, you can buy whatever. How will you live with yourself later on? You know? It's not morally right. You young man there in UN, you are conning people, constantly gambling like a degenerate. Some are even, sorry to say, let me not say that word because I might get cancelled. Sorry. But you know what you guys do? You closeted you. How will you look your son in the eye later on, knowing that you're doing what, sorry to say, you're doing right now for money? The doing being a bad doing. That's what I'm trying to say. You reap what you sow. All of us, whatever I'm also working on this. I am not a saint, I'm a sinner too. I understand that whatever I do, for every action there's a reaction. Whatever I do, whether good or bad, I'm bound to get the results and bear the effects of the results. Who else? None but me. That's the world we live in. That's part of being an adult. In these corporate setups, people are snaking people over money, your colleagues snitching on you over money, promotions, Yet they are ruining other people's lives. Politicians, corrupt, stealing billions, buying Ferraris, Putin once said this: Africa is like a cemetery. Why? The politician will steal from Africa. He will invest in Dubai. He will shop in Paris, Gucci and them. He will take his students to study in America, UK. He will live in Monaco, etc. But guess what? He will be buried in Africa. What am I trying to say? It has gotten so bad that people are snaking each other over. Even politicians are stealing from us. And they don't care. It's like a grand heist. I get elected, I do my heist, I go. I get elected, I do my heist, I go. Let it burn. That's the whole mantra. That's their whole narrative, Young people, don't be like that. I was talking to another friend of mine today, the Luya guy. It was in the other part video, yes. We were talking about almost the same thing. How the economy is wrecked because of, heist, So it's crazy. Mind you, and I repeat again, I'm not a saint. Also, I'm asking the universe and God. My universe is God. I'm asking God to help me be good with money. I'm asking God to help me not to bend or do immoral stuff because of money, bend my principles. The only people that are good with money are Asians. Study them and you'll understand. Asians understand the value of money and they are good with money. If you want to learn about money, I'll conclude it like this. Study the Asian people, Chinese, any Asian person, Indians, especially for us Kenyans. We interact with lots of Chinese people and Indian people. Make friends with them, study them. There's no harm. How they manage their finances, ask them what they do. I believe, let me just say this honestly. In my lifetime, I can safely say Asians are one of the most smartest people in the planet. Naturally. We should accept this and study them. Borrow from them in terms of their way of doing things, There's no harm, fam. We all learn from each other. They also learn some things from us. Why not us learn that from them? I believe I'm hitting the right notes. Pause. I just wanted to say that I think this is my last video for the day. It is 5 and I haven't slept. I need to sleep a bit because I have stuff to do tomorrow. Tomorrow I was to do a workout video, but I don't think I'll do any working out tomorrow because I have not rested properly today. I believe in order for you to properly work out and attain the results that you want to, rest is key, like I said in my workout video. So I won't be doing any workout tomorrow. Maybe Monday, I'm praying Monday, but this is my last video. I want it to end at 50 minutes. It's 4:58 in the morning. Let me see. I need to wake up at around 7:30. Around 7:30 so that I can start my day and do my work, But anyway, this was just a quick rant from yours truly, and to bring to your attention this subject, this money thing that we are constantly looking for. Money, 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 more money. Money, dinero, peso, guapo, guala, yuan. In any language, anyone understands it. You can meet a Chinese person, but if you just do this sign, they'll get the idea. You can meet an Irish person. You just do this. Money, money, you have money. They'll get the whole message. So money is key. Anyway, it's been fun. Today I've really enjoyed, my night was a bit low, but me talking in front of this camera to my very few audience, it's therapeutic and it's nice. Yes, I believe we'll grow together like this. Hopefully, inshallah. Yes. It's pretty late, eh? Dogs are barking outside. The rooster, is it the rooster or whatever? The chicken have like sung. The rooster thing has happened. the rooster alarm has happened. So it's basically morning. Yes. Everybody is about to wake up and start looking for money. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say basically. So like I usually end my videos down to 10 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50.